I have one. Everyone, please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, please put your hands upon this church. Give us the wisdom and the power and the understanding to know your will. And let us do thy will every day of our lives. Let us put those before us more importantly than ourselves sometimes. And let's not forget about those who are hungry today, who have nothing to eat, who are out there, who are struggling financially as well as mentally. Please put your hands upon those who are less fortunate, the kids of the world who are growing up in this age. They need more guidance from our families, from the churches. We need them to be in church. This is the church home, this is the church family. Everybody here is a family, no matter what color, creed, or creation that we came from. Please put your hands upon all those. And please bless the person or the people who have prepared this meal, the whole coordination of this whole event tonight. We are very thankful. And I thank you, dear Lord, for blessing me with a wonderful woman who has beared a lot of children for me. And on that note, happy Valentine's Day, and let's eat. God bless. Amen.
If you could please put your name on those, they're for the dinner gift certificates that we're going to give away. So make sure you get your name in the basket.
I got to talk louder. All right. We'll be quick. I want to, first of all, I was thinking what Dale said when we first started. Just what a blessing this church family that you guys have been to us in our marriage. And, I don't know what we'd do without you guys. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful to be here tonight. And, it was about this time 6 years ago when Selena had, asked me what I thought about going to a Family Life Weekend Remember. And I was like, well, and I remember it was just a little bit later than this. We were just getting into the spring, and, I was getting spring fever and just couldn't wait to get outside. And weekends were pretty important, so it seemed. I figured that well, okay, let's give it a try. And it seemed important to her, so I thought maybe I should do it. And I tell you, and I really want to speak to the men in here that do this weekend when you get an opportunity. It was such a blessing. It has helped out our marriage tremendously. We were married just a year prior to that, and we went through the marriage counseling and really thought that we had it all together, and that first year was rough. Jack and Mary, I don't know how many times we called them with problems, and Mike and Trish Alexander, and needed to meet and talk. So ever since this weekend, to remember, we have vowed to once a year do something, marriage conference or something along those lines to continue to work on our marriage. And that's the thing that's really what this is about. And it doesn't, I don't mean work in a drudging way. This is good stuff, really good stuff. And even though the weekend, the Family Life schedule seems to always work out to be in the Baltimore area in the spring, I really encourage you to really think about this and check into it, look at the website, and we'd be happy to talk with you. I know several of you out there have been to this before, and with that, I want to let Selena talk a little bit more about the details.
So we just decided to support Severn Covenant and the weekend to remember that we would be the church group coordinators. And so we do it every year. And one of the things that has recently transpired is I've got us signed up as a group. And because of that, we have a group code. And so now, it used to be you had to get 5 couples to go to get a discount. And now anybody who decides to go can get the discount. So it's $89 a person. It's March 18th through the 20th at the Hyatt Regency in Baltimore. I have the code. It should be in the bulletin this week, the information. My cell phone number, I'm pretty accessible. I think anybody in here would know how to find me. And I offered my cell if you're interested in signing up on the site to get the reduced price. We'll give you the group name, Severn Covenant Church. That should be easy enough to remember, but I can give you the code. And I think they're going to have another one in the fall as well, because they've only done a 6-month schedule this year. Usually they do the whole year, and there's a couple. So the next one coming up is in March. Again, you know, I know Doug mentioned how it's helped the marriage. One of the things that we got from the conference was a certificate, like a covenant agreement, the things that we would agree to do as a committed couple. And we brought it home. We figured if we were going to agree to do it, we would need somebody to hold us accountable instead of some stranger at the weekend to remember. So Jack and Mary signed that with us, and we got it framed, and it's in our bedroom. And you know, every now and then I take the time to stop and read that, and you know, just remember the decisions that I made to be committed to my marriage and committed to being purposeful in my marriage. Thanks so much. God bless.
Hello. How are you all? Okay, well, as I do every year, most of you know I am an advocate for a ministry called Sisters in Service, which Jay and I have been supporting for many years now, and maybe many of you also have been supporting it. You've all been a part of the yard sales that we do every year, and you've been a blessing. I really appreciate the support that our church has given Sisters in Service, which soon it will be She Is Safe. It will continue to be SIS, but now they're going to change the name to She Is Safe, because many men think this ministry is only for women. I wanted to read to you the mission statement. SIS works to prevent, rescue, and restore women and girls from abuse and exploitation in high-risk places around the world, equipping them to build a life of freedom, faith, and strong future.
It's always good to hear you laughing. But they're very encouraging people to us, and we do appreciate them. But I seriously do like your voicemail. But we, pardon me? At least your kids aren't here this time. They said, they're making fun of my parents again. But anyway, we're here to celebrate love. And what goes with love?
Love and marriage, love and marriage goes together like a horse and
So we don't want to play that whole game where everybody stands up and sits down. But we do want to honor anybody that's been married 50 years or more. If you would stand up so we can acknowledge you.
50 years or more.
50 years or more.
I would ask my mother, but she it helps to have good kids too, right?
I was going to go 60, but, and then 70. Just wiggle your nose if you get something else. All right, use it. How about engaged? Is anybody engaged to be married?
Donna.
And Rob.
Pinkama.
You came with Mark and Patty? Yes. Have you ever called him? When are you getting married?
April 2nd.
When are you guys getting married, Lauren? This is Lauren. These are like the guests of honor tonight. Pastor Jack and Mother Mary are very crazy about their grandkids. And Lauren is their first. I can't keep track of how many they have, but they really love them. They're all kind of, the three of them, they could, three homes, they could probably hit each other with a rock. I'm sure James and Owen have tried. But when are you guys getting married?
June 5th.
June 5th. Where? Where's the reception?
It's going to be in Baltimore.
It's going to have to be a big place, because I checked Facebook the other day. Lauren has 777 friends. Stephen has, I think, last time I looked, 310 friends. I don't think I've met 777 people in my entire life. But it's going to be a good party. I'm looking forward to it. And just what I'm getting, I heard they were registered to the U.S. Department of Treasury. Plenty to choose from. What are you looking most forward to, Lauren?
What's that?
What are you looking most forward to?
Being married to a wonderful man.
I don't want to ask Steve, but I know what he's looking for. And from what I hear from the premarital counseling, Mother Mary encourages it. You can't wait for somebody to do his laundry every day. I want to be excited about that. Anyway, we have a surprise for you when you leave. You can pick it up, open it up a couple months after your wedding. It's called Reality. It'll go from you complete me. You never listen to a word I say. Dale always says, she never ever listened to my opinion. And I tell her, well, if I agree with you, we'd both be wrong. I haven't had to look at my notes once. I was kind of nervous. Where are you going next?
Where are you in trouble?
Anyway, we just got back from a cruise, and we're still kind of feeling the effects of it. But Donna, my sister-in-law Donna, said you were going to start doing this after a couple of days, and I kind of did that once coming out of her house. But we really had a good time. This place is so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of the cruise. We went to a show every night, and they had a cruise director who, I don't know, to be honest with you, his best days were behind him. His hair was kind of thinning a little bit. He came out with this little nerdy dance, no rhythm. And he just told jokes that weren't funny at all. And he was kind of full of himself a little bit, actually. And it's like, when are you going to stop talking so we can see the real talent?
Kind of reminds me of somebody. I could put my finger on it. Who?
I thought he sounded strangely familiar. But that was fun. But we just had a blast. We went to Key West. I've always heard of Key West. Key West is just a really cool place. I wish we could have stayed there longer. We were on this bus, and we were kind of waiting to go somewhere, and the bus driver was just really energetic and keeping everybody entertained and telling jokes and all. We were kind of waiting. This woman came in with her baby, and I heard him say, "That's the ugliest baby I've ever seen." And she just turned all red. She came stomping back to the back, sat down. She was fuming. And she looked at the guy that was sitting in the back with her. She said, that bus driver just insulted me. And he said, well, you know what? This is 21st century. You go up here and you tell him what you think about that. Stand up for yourself. Go ahead, do it. I'll hold your monkey. Has anybody ever been on a cruise? Oh, we were
Where's Barry? He's a cruise man.
I've got one cruise under my belt. Getting off the ship.
Answer, Mark.
Anybody else? Greg, you don't need a microphone. What did you like most about it?
Talking about cruise directors.
This is like a 3-word answer.
He's the microphone.
All right, that's one.
This might be my last Valentine's Day.
We had a cruise director named Richard Spacey. Nice looking guy, you know, not quite as nice looking as I am, but he's a nice looking guy. And he's dancing around and he's got this like Indian suit on. And his shorts were about up to here, right? So we get the camera back, and the buddy that I was with is looking through the pictures in our camera. And the only thing that you see on this big screen on the camera is Richard Spacey's butt. And guess who was taking the pictures? And you know what they say? Your eyes, wherever the camera is, that's where your eyes are focused. So you never see your
Velma, I can sympathize.
Well, I should have put a plant in the audience because the thing I came away with, my favorite thing was the food. But I mean, anybody ever go to a Chinese buffet? It's like you're no good for 2 days. But this is like all you can eat 3 times a day, 9 days in a row. Little fruity drinks. I guess we're not supposed to tell people that. Little, ice cream, 12 o'clock midnight pizza, and we gained a lot of weight. In fact. I got kind of sick. I don't know if you heard about this cruise. We had a bunch of people that were quarantined in their rooms, and I don't even know, it was some kind of epidemic syndrome disease. They had a name for it, but I don't know what it was.
Coronavirus.
And so I went down to the ship hospital on deck 1, and I was just kind of sitting there, and it's kind of like the emergency room where you kind of around each other, but it's a ship, so you're like, no secrets there. Everybody's like right on top of one another. And the nurse is like, so how long have you had this diarrhea? I'm like, and what color is it? I can't read your writing. Never mind, I'm feeling better now. Well, I noticed this guy right next to me, and I could hear the doctors talking. And they felt like they thought he might die. They don't even know what he had, because the ship is limited. They can't really diagnose stuff. They didn't know what he had, but he was laying there, and I saw him wake up. He was like in a semi-conscious state, coma. And he woke up, he saw his wife kneeling next to his bed, praying. So he woke up and he said, honey, I need to confess something. She said, no, save your energy, Harold. I can't remember what the guy's name was. But she said, save your energy. And he was really insistent. And he looked like, he felt like he might die. He wanted to make peace with her and make peace with God and hopefully go to heaven. He says, honey, I have to confess something. I cheated with the woman in the next cabin. And she said, I know, dear, I poisoned you.
You might get kicked out for that.
I only hope. I got more if anybody wants to have me over for dinner, but we need to get started. We're going to do a skit. It's Greg and Michelle Strobel. They need no introduction. I don't even know what they're doing. I just say, be funny, and they haven't let me down yet. So, here we go. I need...
Right behind you. Hello. Skit's called Police Valentine. The mating ritual, it's a funny thing. Last year, we saw Cletus and Charlene find romance with a bag of motor oil and a trip down to Walmart. This year, we're going to watch his 2 police partners try to put the cuffs on Love.
Well, Baker, here we are, Valentine's night, on a stakeout. What are the odds? Oh, man.
Well, that's okay.
Well, really, I mean, we're on a stakeout, undercover, on Valentine's night in a jewelry store. You know, we're looking at this jewelry store. What's up with that? That's kind of weird. But I'll bet that kind of messed up some of your plans, though, huh?
Oh, no. Do you know why we were assigned this job?
Well, you know, we're always available on Valentine's night for some reason, and their precinct got a couple of tips.
Wait, a couple of tips.
Yeah, a couple. Why?
No reason. A couple. Are you sure?
Yeah, a couple of tips. What's up? Look, Baker, we've been partners for 5 years. I know when you're holding back. Give it up.
I'm sorry, Sergeant Ford. It was me. I just want to spend Valentine's night with you.
What was you?
I was one of the tips. Why are you laughing?
Baker, I've been wanting to spend Valentine's night with you, too. That was the other tip. So, I guess it seems kind of a waste to miss Valentine's Day, so what do you say we just enjoy it a little bit?
Okay.
Yeah.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Mysterious noise. Mysterious noise.
What?
I could have sworn I saw something out there. Huh.
I don't see anything.
My eyes are getting weird. I must be getting loopy. That's just weird.
I didn't see anything, but it is a nice evening, and this is a big stakeout, so
I guess you're right.
of course I'm right.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, what? What was what?
I know I saw something moving out there. Oh man, I could have sworn.
What? I don't see anything. What?
Must be getting old. I could have sworn I saw something moving out there.
Well, let's not let this spoil the evening.
Ah, yes. The evening. You know, Baker, Valentine's night wouldn't be complete without a kiss, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, there he is. I knew it. Stop thief. Ah!
Freeze your bag!
That's done. Go. All right.
Great tackle, Sarge.
Thanks, Baker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to jump the gun there a little bit. You know, I had to protect you.
I know.
Look, Baker, I've been wanting to say this for a long time about how I feel about you.
And I feel the same about you.
Oh, please. Just cuff me.
You don't make criminals like you used to.
Romance and a bust. This has been the best Valentine's Day ever.
Ever.
Song for you guys, but I think now we just need to pray for Mr. John. Yeah, seriously, when Mr. John asked me to do a song for you guys, I thought, you know, I'm not much of a romantic guy, but this song spoke to me, and I think it'll speak to you guys the same way. So here we go. honey, have you gained some weight in your rear end? The dress you wear reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. And where'd you get those shoes? I think they're pretty lame. Would you stop talking while I'm trying to watch the game? If you're a man who wants to live a long and happy life, these are the things that you don't say to your wife. I planned a hunting trip next week on your birthday, right, Mike? I didn't ask you, but I knew it'd be okay. Go make some dinner while I watch this fishing show. I taped it over our old wedding video. A man who wants to live a long and happy life, these are the things that you don't say to your wife. Your cooking is okay, but not like Mother makes. The diamond in the ring I bought you is a fake. Your eyes are puffy, dear, are you feeling ill? Happy anniversary, I bought you a treadmill. And who wants to live a long and happy life? These are the things that you don't say to your wife. If you're a man who wants to live a long and happy life, these are the things that you don't say to your wife.
He nailed it. Ryan who?
He had surgery yesterday, too.
Yeah, he had... No, I guess I shouldn't say that. Good job, Jeff.
To a special isolation booth that we've prepared especially for you. It's in the men's bathroom, the stall. And if we forget to come get you back, I'm sorry, we forgot about you. But, or things went really bad in here with Betty. So just, if you could go out of the room for a minute.
You remember we got stuck with this, what was it, the newlywed game?
But you were so good at it.
Okay, I'll go take my place.
Make sure you come back, Dean. Dean's our security guard. You'll be escorted. Okay, Betty. I have to wait until he's out of hearing range. Is he out of hearing range now? Okay, I think that's right. Okay, Betty. In 30 seconds, do you think you could describe Michael without saying or ah? It's okay if she does. Don't attack, because we're still going to let her finish. But do you think you could describe him, what kind of husband he's been, what kind of dad inside, describe him outside? Think you could do that?
Maybe.
Okay. Does anybody have a second, 30 seconds?
30 seconds. Without saying what now?
Scratching your head. Ready?
Okay, he's a perseverer. He's dedicated. He's likes to eat. He likes good food. He likes to travel. He likes to come to church. Oh, you messed it up. He likes to come to church.
She's saying a couple of these things twice.
Time.
He's a good friend.
Okay. What would your physical description be of my physical?
Just a big guy.
I thought she was going to say handsome.
He's handsome, yes.
All right, okay. Let's see what Mike has to say. Dean, can you let Mike come in? This is really just a filler. Somebody's supposed to be setting up right now, I think.
Dale,
Yes.
Mike says he's busy.
He said he's chocolate bar.
They're still playing on the, something up on the stage and something on the steps.
Oh, okay. I think it's a badge from the last
One
skit.
down here too.
Mike, things went really well.
Oh, thanks. Until now, right?
So what we want you to do is, we want to see if you have an accurate, just please face the camera.
Right here.
We want to see if you have an accurate understanding of how Betty really feels about you. And she described you in 30 seconds without saying or ah, well, she did a couple times.
Yeah.
But do you think you could give us what your understanding is of what Betty would say? And if he hits something that she said, give a hoo-ha. Yeah. Give up.
No foul language?
Maybe that's when she used ah.
No. Tall, fat.
Yeah.
Tall.
She said tall.
You said tall? Yeah, big guy.
Big guy.
Yeah, big dummy.
Big dummy.
No, she didn't put that one in? Yes. Oh. Good Lord.
What about your looks? What do you think she said about your looks?
Old.
What about handsome? Don't you think she said that?
Sure. Even with the prodding, I'm not sure that's right.
Anything else?
I'm just as lovable as can be.
Oh, you are, honey. Thanks for doing that. What were some of the things Betty said? She said good stuff. She'll tell you later tonight when she's spoiling you. Right?
Is everybody having a good time, enjoying themselves? All right, you guys ready to have some fun? Yeah. See some people make a fool of themselves? I don't know, we got some experience over here, so. Okay, so folks, what we have here is a game called Minute to Win It, and I'm sure some of you have probably seen it on TV before. It's a game where you use a combination of different household items, and we come up with different challenges for people to see if they can do it. The object of the game is to do it in a minute. If you make it in a minute, you win it. On the TV show, you win money. Here, you won't be winning money, so sorry to tell you that, guys. Unless anyone would like to volunteer for me. So, by the way, I'm Mike. This is Jane, my lovely co-host. Okay, so I guess we're going to get started. Let's get our three groups of contestants up here. You guys want to come on up? You and your couple. We got Mike and Trish Stewart, Doug and Selena Eldridge. Come on up, guys. And Mike and Kendall Cox. Okay, folks, here's how it's going to work. We're going to have a series of 4 challenges. And as you can see, the men are already wearing their somewhat attire. So what we're going to do is we're going to issue points, a point system, and we're going to have 3 points for the fastest person to do it, 2 points for the second fastest, 1 point for the third fastest. And if you don't complete the challenge, you get 30 points. So, the first challenge will be, let's see here, it will be called Junk in the Trunk. And that will be challenged by the men, and then the next one will be by the females. So we have blueprint number 1, which is called Junk in the Trunk again, and here's what you guys gotta do, so pay attention if you've never seen this before.
Jump in the trunk. This challenge begins with 8 ping pong balls loaded inside an empty tissue box, attached to the waist directly above the gluteus maximus. By jumping, shaking, bending, wriggling, and even contorting, the contestant must get all 8 balls to exit the box. No hands allowed. Failure to complete this task in 60 seconds may result in elimination.
So pretty much, guys, maybe 3 minutes off here. And so pretty much, gentlemen, you need to get 8 ping pong balls attached to your rear end or your gluteus maximus, and you need to make sure all 8 balls pop out without touching the ground, without touching your hands on the ground or bending your hands on the ground. And no touching each other, no hands on the box or anything like that. Yeah, so everybody gets to see what kind of dance moves you guys have. Everyone ready? Your challenge begins in 3, 2, 1. We have an ER, a medic in the room, Mike pulled a hamstring.
For like 5 minutes, I think nobody was saying it.
Okay, the first challenge is completed, and I believe Mike was finished first. Stewart was second. John was third. Okay, our next challenge will be for the females, and this one will be called Hanky Panky. And the blueprint for this one goes as follows. I was getting to that. Actually, it's pretty simple. What we need, what happens here is usually the boxes are attached to the table, but we're a little ghetto in here tonight, so we are going to have one hand on the tissue box, the other hand yanking the tissue out. And what you have to do is there's 132, I believe, 132, 131. Jane took one out of the joke. Okay, so what you have to do is you get 60 seconds to yank all these tissues out of the box. So pretty much with one hand, hold it. One hand on the box, the other hand, yank out the tissue. So you get 60, yes, one at a time. You're lucky, I guess. She asked if more than one comes out at a time, and I said, you got lucky, I guess.
It'll take a jewelry off.
Come on, Trey. And your challenge begins.
Game begins in 3, 2, 1.